Hi, everybody. This is Gad Saad. I hope that you're having a good day. I wanted to read for you a sentence from my forthcoming book, The Parasitic Mind, where I discuss a broad range of idea pathogens. And then I'm going to link it to an article that just came out in The Guardian. So here I'm talking about the wacky world of academic feminism. And so I'm speaking about that particular idea pathogen. So here we go, quote, "We now have feminist architecture, feminist biology, feminist physics, feminist chemistry, feminist geography, feminist mathematics, and feminist glaciology." Not satire, these are actual fields, and I have the relevant references in the book. And so today, remember, two of the terms that I mentioned in that sentence that I just read for you are feminist architecture and feminist geography. So let me read you what happens when you mix the two. This is an article in The Guardian. I'll provide you with the link in the description. It is called, the title is "Upward Thrusting Buildings Ejaculating into the Sky. Do Cities Have to Be Sexist? Question mark. It is written by a professor of women's studies and all that kind of stuff. Her name is Leslie Kern. She's at I believe Mount Allison University, if I'm not mistaken. So let me I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm going to read the first few paragraphs and then I'll leave it at that. "Toxic masculinity is built into the fabric of our urban spaces," writes Leslie Kern, author of a new book, Feminist City. "And the results aren't just divisive, they can be lethal. Glass ceilings and phallic towers, mean streets and dark alleys, road names and statues of men. From the physical to the metaphorical, the city is filled with reminders of masculine power. And yet we rarely talk of the urban landscape as an active participant in gender inequality. A building, no matter how phallic, isn't actually misogynist, is it? Surely a skyscraper isn't responsible for sexual harassment, the wage gap, or even the glass ceiling, whether it has a literal one up top or not. That said, our built environments can still reflect patterns of gender-based discrimination. To imagine the city and its structure as neutral places where complicated human social relations are staged is to ignore the simple fact that people built these places. As the feminist geographer Jane Dirk has said, quote, "Our cities are patriarchy written in stone, brick, glass, and concrete," close quote. In other words, cities reflect the norms of the societies that build them, and sexism is a deep-rooted norm. As far back as 1977, an American poet and professor of architecture named Dolores Hayden wrote an article with the explosive headline, "Skyscraper Seduction, Skyscraper Rape." Hayden tore into the male power fantasies embodied in the celebrated urban form. "The office tower," she wrote, "is one more addition," quote, "to the procession of phallic monuments in history, including poles, obelisks, spires, columns, and watchtowers," close quotes, where architects unironically use the language of, quote, "base, shaft, and tip," close quote, while drawing upward thrusting buildings, ejaculating light into the night sky. I will end it here. You can read the rest of the article on your own. So in case you didn't know, architecture and skyscrapers are sexist and they perpetuate the rape culture. Not slowly, we inch. Take care, everybody.